How much time you need?
I'm not sure.
No, maybe we can go over 5 minutes. Okay, doesn't matter. 5, 10 minutes. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Um, okay, let me share.
But I'm very excited to see your presentation too. Oh, the
Um,
four numbers too. Oh,
uh-oh. Okay. The four Dharma seals.
hmm.
So here's our table of contents. Sorry. Um, we have the first thing we're going to discuss is the four Dharma seals. Then we're going to discuss the purpose, and then the importance, and then the benefits. Well, okay. Number one, the four Dharma seals. What is a Dharma seal, and what are the four? The definition of a Dharma seal is a standard for judging whether a certain doctrine is Buddhist, also basic principles applied to the standard. In this context, seal indicates a doctrine's reliability, authenticity, and universality. Oopsies. The first Dharma seal. The first Dharma seal is that all compounded things are impermanent. Everything around us is compounded and subject to impermanence. Even the body we call ourselves is impermanent, which some people cannot even accept. Every object from your prized possession to a random item in your house, it won't last forever. Compounded things include the dimensions of space and time. Without the past and future, there is no such thing as the present. If the present moment were permanent, there would be no future since the present would always be there. Also, everything we do is compounded. This is because all our actions have a beginning, middle, and end. We can't do an action that has a middle missing, right? It wouldn't make sense to do something without a beginning or end missing either. If that were to happen, could that action even exist? Some examples would be our current money. In the future, some people might end up bankrupt, get a better paying job, or spend a lot of money. You will probably have a different amount of money in 10 years compared to right now. Our bodies, we won't look young forever. Everyone eventually grows old, gets sick, and dies. Singing a song. Every song has a beginning and end. It would be impossible to sing a song that has no end. Our place of dwelling. We might not stay in the same house when we grow up. We might also move to a different house or end up on the streets. The second Dharma seal. The second Dharma seal is that all seen emotions are painful. His Holiness the Dalai Lama translated the seal, all contaminated phenomena are of the nature of suffering. The word stained or contaminated refers to actions, emotions, and thoughts conditioned by selfish attachment or by hate, greed, and ignorance. All emotions are painful because they involve dualism. The dualistic mind includes almost every thought we have. Why is this painful? Because it is mistaken. Every dualistic mind is a mistaken mind, a mind that doesn't understand the nature of things. Duality is ourselves separated from things in experience. Our perceptions and thinkings are not absolute truths, since it is our mind's own projections. Also, our dualistic mind creates a lot of expectations like hope and fear. Although we don't think so, hope is pain. Even though nothing keeps us satisfied for a long time, it is because we seek the world divided. It's because we see the world divided between ourselves and everything else that we continue searching for things separate from us to make us happy. In the end, even happiness and pleasurable feelings are pain. In simpler words, a dualistic mind is me versus everything else. So here's an example story. Bob is an unproductive guy. One day, he and his group of friends went shopping and bought this new video game they've been waiting years for. Bob was extremely joyful and excited at the moment. Soon, though, he got tired of that game and he felt depressed. Because he wanted to lift his spirits, he decided to buy even more video games. He had hoped that this would keep him occupied and happy. But because he got tired of all of them later, He was in pain. His expectation of hope wasn't fulfilled, therefore he suffered. Since Bob doesn't have much things to do in his life, he ponders and thinks a lot. Because he was so bored, he wanted to come over to his friend's house. As they played a video game together, Bob noticed his spirits were lifting, but then he realized something. His happiness was actually still suffering. When a big pain is reduced to a smaller pain, we naturally think we're happy, even if the pain is still there. This whole time, Bob has been searching and searching for things to give him pleasure, but it wasn't until now that he realized that nothing keeps us happy for long. His emotions have been stained with greed and ignorance.
Mm.
So this is the third Dharma seal. The third Dharma seal is that all phenomena are no self. The truth of a phenomenon is called shunyata, emptiness, which implies that the phenomenon do not possess a truly existent essence or nature. When a deluded person or subject sees something, the object is seen and interpreted as something really existent. In simple terms, everything we see is not truly itself. Our physical body is not truly us, right? It is just a body we label ourselves as. Are our names truly us? No, it's just a label. Everything that you see has no self, even though we do interpret it as true. A car is not truly a car if we think about it. It's just a bunch of different parts of metal put together. The mistaking that things are genuinely existent causes suffering. Naturally, we don't always keep in mind that things are not as they appear. This is the example story. Laura was a lady who really cared about her face. She had so many skincare products and had a bunch of makeup. She also got some plastic surgery done to change her facial features. A lot of people always asked Laura why she cared so much, and she'd always respond, I always have to make myself beautiful. I can't stand myself looking ugly. Little did she know how ignorant she was being. Laura did not know that her physical face is not truly her. She has always believed that her physical body was her. Laura was also rich. She had a very expensive premium dining table that she cherished. One day, she had guests over that had children. The children were obnoxious and loved horsing around. Because they were not being careful, they accidentally scraped Laura's prize table. As a result, Laura was outraged and yelled at the kids for damaging her table. The kids were remorseful, but also pointed something out. They told her that her table was just an object made of a bunch of wood pieces, nothing special. It was the label of premium table that made it seem like it was truly an incredible table. Laura stopped and thought for a moment. She never realized how she highly treasured some pieces of wood. From then, she kept in mind that everything isn't really as they appear, and we mistaken the label as their true self. Here is the fourth Dharma seal. The fourth Dharma seal is that nirvana is beyond extremes. As you probably know, nirvana is ultimate bliss and happiness. In many philosophies or religions, the final goal is something that you can hold on to and keep. The final goal is the only thing that truly exists. But nirvana is not fabricated, so it is not something to be held onto. Nirvana is not a physical place you can go to because it is a state of mind. Nirvana is achieved when you remove everything that was artificial and obscuring. In other words, you have to remove greed, ignorance, and anger and understand emptiness or no self. Attachment is a big obstacle to reaching nirvana.
Wow.
Here is the fourth Dharma seal example story. So let's go back to the Laura example. Some years after the table incident. Laura got into Buddhism a few years ago, and recently she's been studying it a lot. She read a lot about nirvana, which is a state of mind that's ultimate bliss and happiness. Laura learned that she has to get rid of her greed, ignorance, and attachment. She decided to stop living a lavish lifestyle, and instead of spending a lot, she gave and donated to the poor. She downsized her house and got rid of all the things she didn't need. From there, she only purchased essentials. Laura devoted her time to understand the Buddhist teachings and applying them everywhere. She educated her family about the Dharma too. Although she did love her family, she practiced detachment so she wouldn't suffer. Over time, her compassion, loving kindness, realization of emptiness, and detachment from people and things grew. By the end of her life, Laura reached nirvana.
Wow. Mm.
So this is the next section, purpose. What is the purpose of the Dharma seals? The purpose of the four Dharma seals is to help us distinguish the difference between real, genuine teachings from the Buddha and fake teachings. Nowadays, it's quite hard to tell what is true and fake due to many people being fakers and cons. With a bunch of bad people spreading false information, there's going to be a lot of people who fall for the deceptions. Learning about the four Dharma seals is important because of this problem in our society. We need to be able to tell which teachings are real Buddhist teachings so we don't fall for evil people's traps, making us believe fake Dharma. Example, there are many fake Buddha quotes out there, yet many people believe in them. Friendship is the only cure for hatred, the only guarantee of peace, is a very fake Buddha quote. This violates the fourth Dharma seal. The fourth Dharma seal states that nirvana, true peace, is achieved through removing greed, ignorance, and anger. It never says anything about friendship guaranteeing peace. Someone could have many friends yet still not be at peace and has hatred.
Wow.
The next section is importance. What happens if we do not know about the four Dharma seals? Very bad things would happen if we do not know about the four Dharma seals. We would be misguided in our lives and suffer a lot. If we apply fake teachings, it would not help us, and sometimes it could even harm us. We even might spread false information without knowing it. If we spread these fake teachings, we'd be causing other people suffering. This is why we need to be educated about the seals to prevent ourselves and others from falling into a trap. Example story. Joe isn't very educated about Buddhism, but he wants to get into it. On the internet, he found a bunch of teachings that he didn't know were fake, and he started to follow those teachings. Those teachings violated the Dharma seals, and Joe started getting an image of Buddhism that was completely wrong. He started sharing all these teachings to his friends. These teachings were not helpful and did not guide Joe or his friends, yet they still believed it. Little did they know that practicing fake Dharma would cause them to suffer since they would not know the enlightening truths. The next section is the benefits. What benefits would the four Dharma seals bring us? The benefits of the four Dharma seals include being able to distinguish the difference between real Buddhist teachings and fake ones, preventing yourself from learning false Dharma and preventing suffering. These four Dharma seals will help us walk a path to live a life of freedom and without fear. We can learn to see such a path clearly in every moment and develop a confidence that is unshakable. We can apply them in our daily lives, and we can spread the teachings of the four Dharma seals to help others. I forgot to put the credit link, but I got it from the Plum Village website.
Okay, you can put that after that. Okay, that's great.
Now it's time for the quiz. Okay. The first question is, what is the first Dharma seal? All phenomena are no self. All compounded things are impermanent. Nirvana is beyond extremes, or all emotions are painful. Okay. Yep, the correct answer is B. Number 2, what is the second Dharma seal? All compounded things are impermanent. Nirvana is beyond extremes. All emotions are painful. All phenomena are no self. Okay. The answer is C. Good job. What is the third Dharma seal? Nirvana is beyond extremes. All phenomena are no self. All compounded things are permanent. All emotions are painful. Okay, the answer is B. What is the fourth Dharma seal? All emotions are painful. Nirvana is beyond extremes. Okay, all compounded things are impermanent. All phenomena are no self. Yep, the correct answer is B. What is duality? When you have both greed and ignorance, when you see the world as nature and objects versus humans, when you see the world as yourself versus everything else, when you think everything has two different forms. Correct, it is C. This is part 2 of the quiz. How do you achieve nirvana? Removing greed, anger, and ignorance, understanding no self, and unattached from people and things, all the above. Correct, the answer is all the above. Which of these are impermanent? Your body, your house, your money, all of them impermanent. Right. The answer is D. What is no self? Everything we see is not truly existent. You are not, oh wait, you're not yourself, you're a monster. You should not, don't be selfish. Yes, it is A. Why is it important to know the four seals? So we can be more kind and generous, so we don't fall for fake teachings and suffer, so we can be smarter, or it's not even important. Okay. Yep, the correct answer is B. And here's the last question. What is the purpose or benefits of the four Dharma seals? They help us understand the Eightfold Path and give us arahantship. They help us distinguish the difference between real and fake teachings. They can help us walk a path to a life with freedom and no fear. And yes, it is deep. And here is my end page. Hope you enjoyed my presentation about the four Dharma seals. Okay.
That's really good. Yeah, that's really good. Mm. Mm. Any question for her? Wow. Today we have a very good topic. I think the T topic is very tough. It's not easy. Development bodhicitta is very tough topic. But the four Dhamma seal is very good. But which one? Who have a question for her? No question? Okay, that's good. How about this? Let me ask you. If I believe that they are God are the creator, which one violate? Which one?
I think it violates the third one.
What is the third one?
No self.
Yeah, that's right. Right? Because the God are the creator, that means it's the self, right? It's a very big self. But that's why, yeah, that's right. So it's violated the no self. And do you understand what is the in Buddhism when we say the emptiness, you know what does that mean? Is that the same thing with the nothingness?
No,
So what is the emptiness?
it's that everything is like
Everything is empty?
out.
Okay. Emptiness in Buddhism, it means that there is no real self. It is the same thing with the no self. But instead of we say no self, it's very tough for other people to understand. We say that there is no real self exists. That's what the emptiness means. Does it make sense? Okay. Let's see. What happened if someone said that well, after I die, I will go to heaven and live for eternal, right? Eternal. That means I live forever. So which one is violate?
I think it violates the fourth one. Oh wait, no, the first one.
Yeah, the first one, not the fourth one. The first one, that's right. What is the first one?
All compounded things are impermanent.
Yeah, that's right. There is no such thing called eternal, right? It's impermanent. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Anyone of you have any question for me? So let me see. So Thursday I will expect that Asian and food, right? Hello?
I'll go on Thursday.
Okay, what about food?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right. How about Olivia?
Ty, on Thursday, I'm going back to school, so I can't do class anymore because I have school.
But Thursday you will be able to available?
No, because I'm gonna be at school.
You at school already?
Yeah, I'm going back to school tomorrow.
Oh, okay, that's okay. All right,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for your let me know. Okay. All right. I think it's the today topic is really good. Very excited. Can you guys send me the PowerPoint? So I want to keep it at the record. Maybe later on I will use it for my own teaching. Okay, right, Betty? Yeah, and send me and Olivia. No, I mean Sophia. Send to me. Okay, go on. Okay, let's finish the class. Okay, all right. Okay, Tina, go ahead, Tina.
May every living being, our minds as one, radiant with light, share their fruits of peace with heart of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see all hands and heart can find and give in unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness win reward, may all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night, because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise, may all become compassionate and wise.
Good. Tina, how much you have done so far? Not too much, I think, because you have school, right?
Yeah, I didn't do a lot yet.
Oh, hopefully next Tuesday. Yeah.
I'll try.
Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Cô Lan chơi cô stay here. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Nam mô Phật chào thầy.
Cảm ơn thầy.
Cảm ơn.